for a lot of folks that they're unsettled by this. You see, I've spent a little time recently listening to a kind of a contemporary philosopher talk a little about this. I thought it was very interesting, that freedom is scary. Freedom is scary for people. We haven't really talked about this much on the show, but there's a reason that there are so many people around the world and throughout history who are really drawn to being told what to do. Sometimes it's through a political system. Sometimes it's through a religious system. People want to be told what to do in a way that they will concede their critical faculties. Now, this isn't true of all political systems or all religions, but it is true of some, of both. That there's a mentality that individuals have that when you have to make your own choices, that can be anxiety-producing. And when you have to live with the consequences of your choices, that also creates further fear. People like to be told. This is why you have libs, for example, who want the government to hold them close and keep them safe and warm. They have this need. And they have this belief, they have a conception of what the system in this country of our government is supposed to be, how it is supposed to act. And liberals have really convinced themselves that were it not for rich plutocrats and racist white males, the federal government would be able to solve most of the major societal problems. The federal government would make sure that nobody went without health care. The federal government would make sure that everybody had a place to live and food to eat. And this is the same mentality that was exploited first by the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks, eventually by, of course, the Soviet Union's Politburo and the Central Committee. That was the promise. Go back and read the Soviet Constitution. And initially that can appeal to people. But you see the problems that they have here are, one, that there are a lot of us, and we tend to be called conservatives in this country, who yearn for freedom, who want it. I want the ability to make choices about my life. I want to rise and fall with what I do, how hard I work, how lucky I get, what I decide to spend my time and energy on. I want that for my life. I don't want to be a cog in a machine. I don't want to be an automaton. And this is a very fundamental psychological difference you see between left and right in this country, and it's been around throughout all the ages. Some people really want to be told what to do. Some people think that freedom is, I'm talking about individual freedom now, is a scary thing. And so they either appeal to a religious system that is particularly severe and strict and draconian, or they want a political system that promises to make all their problems, that promises them promises them utopia. In some cases, it just gives them a sense of belonging. And they want to be, even if the Leviathan is a little scary, they want to be huddled alongside it so that they can feel like there's something there for them to protect them.